Before you quit over decoration, let me show you how you can turn this pay-to-win mess into real power for your account without spending what you already spent in Call of Dragons. Hey friends, I'm really happy that you click on this video because I know decorations can feel scary, confusing, and way too expensive. Let's sit together in the simple and calm way, understanding the decorations and how this can benefit your accounts over time. So let's start with this, that how you can invest in the decorations without actually spending money. And to be fair, first I just have to point out it actually takes me like 5 minutes to understand where these decorations are. And I was always clicking here, but this is only for the city skin. The decoration is just a little down right here. And when you click here, you're going to be able to open the decorations. Right now, we're not having that many decorations, but still enough to build that 5 decorations. On top of that, not all decorations are same. It's not like the city skin. If you check it out, the city skin, I mean, this is one of the difference from the city skin because the people, you know, compare with the city skin, but there is a difference. In the city skin, each of the legendary city skins are giving you this 2% Legion attack. But for the decoration, we're having different type of decoration. I know the idea behind why we're having different type of decoration. One is going to give you 5%, 0.5%, but there is a one that is going to give you 0.2%. This is like 2.5 times less Legion attack, to be fair. And we're going to see why this thing is actually happening. But first, let's start with the normal decoration. Right now, we're having an event where we can get Wotus Water. This decoration right here is 0.5%. And if you get rest of the decorations that you can buy in this event in the exchange store, you can basically get the Wotus Water very easy because the chances is like 16% to get it permanently. I mean, this is a solid chance. So you just need it one time to get this 0.5%. After you hit the special price pool chance, it's like 19.9%. Let's say like 20%. You're going to have the chance to get Wotus Water. So it's very solid chance to get this new decoration. On top of that, in the exchange store, you're going to be able to buy a rest from the 0.5% decoration. Why I'm saying that is just because if you're willing to spend something in Call of Dragons, or if you're a spender in general, just get these 4 decorations and you're going to be fine. Now let's talk about the rest of the decorations, which is the other epic one. But so far, this is the way you're going to get 0.5%. Obviously, there is a tiers for decoration. You have decoration that's 0.5, 0.2, and you have 0.1%. Now, personally, I don't care about the epic decorations. I mean, this one is going to give you like 0.1%. I don't know how much I have to level up this decoration till I achieve like 0.5%, even though that this decoration actually increased by more. It's not like from 0.5 to 1%, it's like 0.5 to 1.2%. So I have a hope that when I get, for example, this decoration, the next upgrade, actually here is not like this. Oh my god. Here it's not like this, 0.2 to 0.3, which is a little shocking. And I still don't have an epic decoration to get it. Now, we already know from where we can get this Golden Dragon or Extravaganza Legendary and etc. How we can get this one. This one is going to be from the merits chest. I think you already get familiar with this thing because from nowhere in the merit store we're getting these decorations. I have some of this decoration and this chest. I'm going to open this chest in this video and I'm going to show you what I'm going to get there. But to be fair, it's going to be hard grinding, okay? It's going to be hard grinding because those things is not cheap. This one, the random legendary decoration chest, I don't know if you can actually see. I'm going to just remove myself for a second. This one was costing 280k merits. 280k, absolutely crazy amount of merits compared to what you can get. So I have a couple of these chests that I have right in my bags, so it should be somewhere here. Yeah, I have like 3 of this one. I'm going to use one, and you can basically cherry pick which decoration you want to go. Why this thing is very important is because if you stuck to go for the wolf, okay, we're going to get the wolf right now, and we're going to place this decoration. I really don't have that much space. My my city skin is not looking crazy. Where is this wolf, by the way? Okay, there is the wolf. So I'm going to put this decoration somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to put it, and this decoration is basically, you cannot see nothing here, but if you go again, you're going to see that we already have the wolf is 0.1%. Each upgrade is going to give us 0.1%. So to be fair, the difference between the epic one so far from what I see is not that big. It's not that big because this one is 0.2%. When you upgrade is like 0.1%. The next upgrade, and here is absolutely the same, is 0.1% the next upgrade. Now let's check out some other difference between these decorations. This one, for example, that is 0.5%. If you want to go for the next level, you're going to need to spend like 10 of these tokens. Right now I have, I think, 8 of this one. Yeah, I have 8, so I need 2 more to make this next level for the Wotus Watern. And to be fair, how much I spent so far in these decorations is I actually get the chests here. If I go on over the events and I click on this, I get the first, there is like 4 chests, sorry about that. The first one is, I think, $1, and from there the other one is just a normal pack, so I get like 4 chests. I managed to get some other things, not only decorations, but there is 2 missing. So most likely what I'm going to do to actually level up this decoration is going to be to actually get this one. Now this is universal blueprints. They can be used basically everywhere, so I'm going to just get it. It's going to cost me 60 of my dragon coins, but I'm going to be able to level up this Watern that right now I have. So I'm going to click. Can I move this thing? Okay, I can actually do. I'm going to need like 2. Oh my god, it's oh my god, it's like 10 oh brother, this is going to, oh my god. So if you get 10 blueprints, it's actually 1 blueprint of the decoration to exchange, which is just crazy amount. It's just crazy amount. Now let me test with the rest of the decorations. If I want to upgrade this one, can I exchange? So here is 0.8. So if I do the exchange for the second one, it's going to be like for 1 blueprint of the specific decoration is going to be like 8 of the universal blueprints, which is scary. You're going to need so much blueprints. I want to point out this thing. And finally, I guess for the epic one, if you want to do it, it's going to be 10 on 10 or something like, no, it's like 6 to get 1 of these decorations. So if you're looking to get everything with the money, I really want to point out this thing very clearly. If you're looking to get everything with the money, you have to spend a lot. It's just so much that you have to spend. This universal blueprints, I just get this pack for the purpose of this video. I didn't have any of these blueprints, so this is my live reaction in this video. What you're seeing is you just have to spend so much. But here is the thing, it's always like this in any games. Something new that is presented to the players at the beginning is extremely expensive, but with the time, it's the requirements to achieve the specific goal, like for example get the decoration to higher level, get reduced, like presented more events, or some other currency or with existing in-game currency, you can get small pieces from this new thing that you're looking to get. And I can give you some examples. For example, the bastions. Back in the days, people was crazy over the bastions. I'm going to get dead troops. I'm not going to be able to play the next season because of dead troops. These bastions was crazy. But with the time, right now, your dead troops can be buy back with the gems. So if you have like 500,000 troops dead, you can return solid percentage and maybe have like 20k deaths. I know 20k is still a lot, but over 500,000 and 20k is different, okay? So we're having some changes in this direction, big changes. Same for the tier 5. Back in the days, to open the tier 5 was absolutely crazy. You have to buy these speed ups, you need some buildings, you need theatry, you need arrows, all these things. Now we're having kingdom buffs, non-stop level 5 mana stones. We have to point out these mana stones. We're having also the, what was the name? We're having the titles. All these things actually support reducing the amount of speed ups that you're needing to open the tier 5. So in my personal opinion, we're having different tiers in the game process, a new target for the spenders, and when this target are met, because the majority of the players who is watching my videos are already tier 5, is presented a new target. And I can say this is SVIP, this is also the Exemplar. I mean, these two new features is also some higher level. I mean, you have to grind so much, especially for SVIP. I have no idea how I'm going to hit this thing, but slowly over time I'm getting some VIP points. So, you know, at one point I'm going to have SVIP. And I'm working over the Exemplar. I think I need like 200 keys to hit the Exemplar, so we're on the track. But this is something like, on the good side, a new target for the players, because the game is going to get boring if there is no other changes. I mean, people are hungry for changes. From first look, the decorations are looking extremely expensive. It's something that not many people are happy to see. But at the end of the day, how you can get more decorations? Now, the game actually gives you the chance to get the decoration from the merit chest. I mean, from the merit store, as I already pointed out. Right now it's expensive, I'm not gonna lie. 120k is expensive. This one was like 280. So I'm going to open more of this chest. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to get again the wolf, and we're going to try to level up this decoration. So just by the wolf, upgrading to the next level is going to be like 0.2 up to 0.3%. But right now we're not needing a 1, we're needing 5. I'm expecting the rest of the decorations here to also increase the amount that they're looking for to be leveled up. I mean, the next level is going to be more and more of these decoration blueprints. And I think from there is come the fear of the players, because when you stack up all these things, it's so much money. But at the end of the day, if you want to have the newest feature in the game, maybe some people are comparing the game with other games where if something new come is not that expensive. I don't know what is the ideas behind, but I think this one can be grinded slowly, and at one point you're going to have these decorations. Now I'm going to open some more chests right here. I'm going to actually get the old sculpture. I'm going to get it. I'm going to use it. I mean, just for the decoration of my castle. I'm just going to use those decorations. I know that at one point I have to make some changes here and make my make my castle look better, but oh my god. But anyway, let's open some random legendary decorations. Here we don't have the right to pick basically what you're going to get, because open and receive a random legendary decoration. So we're going to use it again. We get 2 of this one with the X, and if I go over the decoration, you're going to see that this thing can be upgraded. So we're going to upgrade this one, and the next one is going to need 5. But if you go over the merits, and is from 0.3 to 0.5. So at level 3, we're going to already catch up with the existing 0.5% decorations. But if we're consistent, if we're active, and we're getting from the merit store the rest of the decorations here, I mean these boxes with the decoration, I think you can get even better, more of this more attack percentage from the big decoration one. Because by presenting these decorations right now, the only one that can get boosted is going to be the Lotus Water, which is a legendary one. And in my case, maybe I'm going to be able to make it like 1%, next level, level 2, and it's going to be 1.2%. But if I manage to upgrade this one 2 more times, I'm going to get the benefits of this decoration. And obviously, if it's happening to the rest of these 3 decorations, is going to be just very, very nice. So my plan in point of decoration, how I'm going to do it, most likely this one is going to go level 2. So it's going to give me 1.1% Legion attack. I'm going to keep like 2 of these decorations, or maybe just 1, and I'm going to try to level these 3 decorations that we're getting for merits. This one is still not opened, so I really hope I open it at one point. So if you're looking to invest in the decoration without actually spending money, what I can actually suggest you is getting these 3 decorations, which is going to give you 0.2%, and get like 2 of the epic decorations, and start working over just 2 of the epic decorations, because you can cherry pick which decoration you want to get. So if you want to go with the wolf sculpture, just get with the wolf sculpture, invest it, and level up. I mean, from here is going to from 0.2 to 0.3% if you don't want to spend anything in Cow of Dragons. Obviously here is going to get increased the blueprints that are needed, but still with these 5 decorations and consistently getting these bundles from the merit shop, just going to start building your decoration. On the other side, these decorations to be leveled up is so expensive, not gonna lie, so expensive. I mean, I understand from where the frustration of the players are coming, because this thing to be leveled up is going to be expensive. But on other side, if it was way too cheap, the Whales and Krakens is going to get absolutely crazy advantage over free-to-play. So right now, maybe Krakens can, you know, can afford to get this maybe maxed level, or at least very high level, but mid spenders are not going to be able. Maybe even the majority of the whales also. And by whales I mean 200 people. I'm like 151 million power, so you know, 200, even 300 people, I don't think they're going to spend that much over those decorations, but Krakens is going to get this advantage. So, you know, by making it expensive is, you know, putting a threshold where just few people, the top 0.1%, is going to be able to achieve maybe fully maxed Lotus Water. So if you feel like I'm not going to be able to level up this building and max it, keep in mind maybe 99% from the players also will not be able to level up and max this building. I really want to point out this thing because this one is not like SVIP and Exampor. Exampor, the moment this feature come in Cow of Dragons, the majority of the people who is regularly spending over the artifact, you know, Forge of Light, they already get the Exampor immediately because they already did in the past like 2 years, they already get those amounts like 2,000 draws in Forge of Light. So they immediately receive this change. SVIP also, I mean, the people, when the SVIP come, the people who have so much VIPs immediately receive this SVIP change, you know. But for decorations, everything here is actually new. And not everybody, as I said, 0.1% of the people most likely is just going to hit maxed Lotus Water. 0.1%. Not 1%, 0.1%. So if you're feeling like, oh my god, this thing is a game changer, yeah, it's a game changer. but there is a reason why it's that expensive. So to not make the gap between free-to-play players and spenders huge, but it's going to make the gap between free-to-play players and very high spenders a lot. This is what I see, and this is my observations of this event. Yeah, it's frustrating, not everybody is going to have the decoration high level, but at the end of the day, I'm completely fine if I don't have it and the other 99 people with me is not having, and on 1000 people maybe 5 people have it. For example, in this kingdom, in this KBK, maybe 5 or 10 people is going to have this decoration maxed. So, you know, I'm completely fine with that. Completely fine with that. The thing I really don't like, because I also play some other games, for the people who is watching my channel or familiar with my work, they know that I have some other channels, and in those there is a games where it's extremely cheap. It's extremely cheap to, for example, get some extremely strong. It can be item, it can be upgrade, it can be hero upgrade, whatever. Something that make huge power gap. And if this something that's making the huge power gap cheap, free-to-play players is going to face even a WoW spender against free-to-play player is feeling like a Kraken. Okay, this is my point. Is those type of games I think is actually, you know, making the gap between even WoW spender and free-to-play player way too big. Way too big. Here, by putting these prices over these things, I think not much is going to change. And this thing, I'm going to quit the game and etc. Yeah, I think people are getting emotional over, you know, the decorations, but there is a ways you can get your decoration. For example, Breath of Reborn or Wonch Wonger, or even they'll drop hymns or the epic one, and you can still get very solid percentage in point of attack. Okay, let's talk about the spendings for this decoration. I think this is, you know, I already so far speak for the free-to-play players mainly. Let's talk about a little over the spendings. Well, if you're looking for these decorations, something that I suggest is, for example, get the bundles here. Get the bundles because we already saw how much this bundle with $5 actually give me. This is the great value bundle that there is not much great things there. This is going to give me universal blueprint 20 for $10. And same time you can get draws that can give you with very solid chance full blueprint for the specific decoration. What I mean by that is when you go in the event, this is OneScape, as you can see, you're going to get 15, 10, 5. But the important thing is the rewards on the changes. Wotus Watern, this is the blueprint for the Wotus, is having 16%. This is a solid percent chance, by the way. And the special price pool chance is like 90.9%. Which means like every 5 you're going to for sure get one of these things. Why I'm saying that is because getting those bundles is way more cheap to get the decorations. As you can see, for these 4 bundles that I actually get for my decoration without actually buying anything else. Is going to give, I get like 8 for this decoration just by 4 bundles. I didn't get the 2 most expensive one. So you can see that my Legion attack most likely is going to hit a 1.2 if I decide to spend over this thing, but just by buying those bundles. So on the first place, if you're looking to get the decoration, is going to be the bundles that are here. And obviously get all of the free draws. Okay, this is I don't think I have to set. Okay, it's not actually free. You have to spend gems, but you get every day one of this one for free. Now from there, what I actually suggest is just get it to 1.2%. Just the upgrade to like 1.2%, because the next level, as we saw, it's actually increasing. Here is like from level 2 to level 3. Normally the first level is requesting 1, the next level is requesting 5. So you see the difference here, like increase it so much. So if you're like me, a WoW spender, maybe you can get it to 1.2%, and that's all. That's all. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to level 3 or something like this. I get these blueprints that I'm actually going to exchange right now. Okay, so we get 9. We need one more. One more for this decoration. Maybe I'm going to see how the things go. There is like 3 more days. I may get lucky with, you know, the everyday the everyday fate stone, because this event is having like 3 more days, and every day I get one, there is 16% chance to get the decoration. So I may hit the blueprint right there and make it like 10 and not spend anything. But if I don't manage to do it, we're going to think what we can actually do in this direction. But this is my suggestion in point of WoW spender, to actually go for this decoration, because just using those universal blueprints is so expensive. It's like 10 for 1. 10 for 1. This is crazy amount. I was expecting this 10 blueprints to be something like adding extra 10, for example, from level 1 to go to level 2, and at level 2 to be like 50 of these blueprints that you have to have for the decoration. But it ended up to be way more crazy. Way more crazy. It's just going to be so expensive if you're looking for this universal exchange blueprints. Just going to be very, very expensive. Now for other ones, I already said, go do your merits, get those bundles, level up. Now the bad thing about the legendary one, especially Breath of Rebirth and etc., is you're getting them on random, so you cannot actually work over a single decoration. But for the epics, you can actually work on single decoration slowly, and having like 3 legendary decorations and 2 epic decorations for completely free-to-play players, I think this is going to be the way. If you get lucky and you draw Lotus Lantern, use it, but I think this is going to be just getting this 0.5% decorations just one time. I mean, for the free-to-play players. I don't know how they're going to get more. And I really hope the game make these events more often. So it's like maybe every 1 or every 2 weeks we're having this event. So we can actually catch up with leveling up our decorations. Now they put the other decorations in the merit store, so I'm expecting we see, especially the epic one, every day. The epic one, you have a 2 times chance to get it. First is from daily supply, you have 1 refresh on the daily basis, so you may actually end up having these 2 random epic decoration chests. So I think the majority of the players is going to focus over the epic one and focus over 2 of the epic ones, or focus over 1 and start leveling up and make it maybe level 3 before it's huge amount of blueprints requested for the next level, and go and level up the other one decoration to get with the minimum value the best amount of legion attack that you can get with those bundles. But yo, it's like 1.2k. Thank God actually the game give us this Battle of Abyss where you can get merits every 1 time every 2 days. So maybe this is looking achievable. It's looking achievable. Okay, if I manage to do it, everybody is going to be able to do it. And finally, I want to talk about the big picture of these decorations. Now it's like also like city skins in the majority of the cases. I mean, you're getting something that is boosting your attack. This is going to be extremely valuable for the mage mains, because the survivability of mage mains is, you know, they're hitting from very far. So everything here as a decoration is going to increase the damage output of your artifacts, the normal attack, basically everything. All the damage you're doing is going to be affected by increasing this legion attack with some percentage. So it's not only the heroes, it's not only the troops, it's also the artifacts, it's also the pets, it's everything. So this is a major, how to say it, major boosters or major attributes in Call of Dragons. As you can see, my swordsman is having 125, 125. Everything here is going to get boosted just by this. As you can see, lance technology, reliquary is 6.5% because I have 4% from the city skin and 2.5% from the decoration, so in total is 6.5%. I guess the game put it all together, the city skins. But yeah, I mean, from first look, to be fair guys, is we're having a next target that we're going to have in Call of Dragons, something to work on. It's very important for the mental health of the players. It's not like doing the same thing over and over again, even though that in some cases is even fun, depend on the game, but it's something that a target in the future. On the other side is huge frustration because right now it's giving some huge power boost over the Krakens. I can say Krakens. I'm not so sure for the whales. I'm not so sure everybody's going to make Lotus what they're on a level, how much the WAS levels. I really don't know how many. It's like how many levels this thing can be go. It's okay, let's see. By the way, for the levels, as you can see, it's like 0.5%. The next one is, oh my god, oh brother, look at this thing. Oh brother, oh my god, we're having damage though. Oh my god. But yeah, it's like 0.5% to 1.2, 1.9, 2.6. Level 5, we start see damage do. Damage do is actually helping everything. Okay, maybe the Legion attack is helping the normal attacks and some spells that are related to the normal attack, like for example the marksman's, but damage do is actually catching everything. Artifacts, pets, heroes, sorry for this confusion by the way, before like 1-2 minutes, but yeah, the damage do is something that catch everything and can go to 5% Legion attack, 5% Legion defense, and damage do 3%. Now imagine if you have 5 of these decorations. It's like 25% attack, 25% defense, and 15% damage do. That's crazy. That's wow. But I don't think many people is going to achieve that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's going to be 0.1%. In your kingdom, the 2 players, maybe 2 players. In the whole KVK, 2 players, maybe 3. If they don't just, you know, it just expensive, okay? Just expensive. And if you're planning your budget, this is going to be the video for meta heroes only. This is the type of heroes that you definitely want to have. Save your legendary tokens so you can invest only in meta heroes. Meta heroes only. Check out this video. I really hope it gives you some nice information with going in deep in details there and explaining why I picked these heroes and how they're going to change your account. Wish you a great day and see you in the next video.